So I did an internship with a Big Four public accounting firm, and I would say the most surprising thing about the internship is the amount of resources that firms provide their professionals with, and especially as an intern, to succeed and to excel. You go in, and we did a couple days training in the office, and then they shipped us off to another city to go do training, and there were over 1,600 interns there, which was incredible and a great networking opportunity.
I did a summer internship in audit in between my junior and senior year. And going into the internship, I had actually voiced that if possible, I would love to be on clients that were in the real estate sector. And I was fortunate to actually be staffed on a couple clients during my audit internship that were in the real estate sector. And so I would say don't be afraid to voice your interests as you start off in the internship.
Training eases you into the process. So you go somewhere for training. It can be in the same city or a different one. And that's going to kind of, you get together with people who kind of become your friends, and you have a very set schedule every day. So you just kind of ease your way into this process. And then when I got there, I was nervous. Oh my God, I was shaking in my boots. I was so scared. But I had a great team, and it was intimidating. And these people that I worked with were a huge client in San Francisco, and they are some of the smartest people I have ever met in my life. They were very impressive, each and every single one of them. And I had a huge team, about 30 people, which is a lot larger than a lot of other audit teams. But I think the best thing you can do is, all they want from you is optimism. For them, winter interns or summer interns for that matter, it's an event for them. That's the other thing. It's a mix-up to their day-to-day. It's a fresh face. It's something new they kind of have to deal with and follow and track, which I think for them is a nice distraction. Busy season gets pretty bogged down just because of the long hours, but I think for them it's kind of it's an injection of energy for them. So I think the best thing you can do is just go in with a smile, be yourself, and be ready to help.
The most important thing in your internship is feedback. Every day is a feedback lesson. So at the end of the day, your first year associate or your manager or senior associate, I guess, will come to you and say, hey, this is what went really well today. Here's what we need to work on for tomorrow. And it's a constant feedback cycle. And if you're not ready to accept that feedback, it's going to be very challenging and it's going to be very painful. And that's okay. And that was kind of a case for me, is I wasn't good at accepting feedback. I didn't like hearing feedback, but you have to be able to listen to that feedback. So if you can work on asking for feedback now before you start your job, when you get real, work feedback, it's going to be so much easier to hear and to then work from.
It's all about attitude and being positive, willing to learn, willing to ask questions, and be a little vulnerable sometimes, because everyone in the firm understands that where you are, because they were an intern once or they were a first year once, and they know what it's like to not really know anything. So everyone can empathize with your situation, and it's just really important to be positive and be willing to learn, because everyone's there to help you.
The job the business world is different from the campus, so I need to learn a lot of new stuff and to approach different industries and different companies. So I need to be a quick learner to handle with this situation. And second is interpersonal communication skills, definitely, with the clients, with the supervisor, and even with the colleagues. Yeah.
A lot of times you're working with individuals who are 1 and 2 and 3 years out of school, so they have, they've been an associate with the firm for a year to 3 years, and that's who you're directly working under. Communication is key with those teams. They are in some ways your peers, and they have more experiences, and so as you go through the internship, you shouldn't just let your wheels spin on areas where you get stuck. I think feeling confident in the knowledge that you have coming out of school and knowing that you're not going to know all the answers in the internship, and just feeling comfortable like, okay, I've exhausted the resources I have, and knowing when to say, okay, I have a question, I'm going to ask a higher up, it's crucial, and they want to know that. So it's striking that balance of critically thinking and handling what you can on your own, and then being willing to communicate when you need to in the internship process.
The most important thing is to remember that you're there to do what they ask you, and you are going to learn a lot, and trust me, they will take you under their wing and they will teach you some very complex new things that you'll get to learn. But if they say go grab lunch, if they want you to go grab coffee, just jump and do it. I think they're not saying that, they're not asking you to do that because you're an intern, but they're asking you to do that. Everyone has done it. Everyone worked their way through the ranks. And a lot of times they'll send someone else with you, or somebody else will go with you just because they want to get out of the office. But enjoy your time as an intern, and I would say jump at what, when they say jump, you say how high. And that really will go a long way with them. It really will. It's important to them that you work hard and that you are game. You're game to do whatever it is. And I think that when they see that, then they are bound to give you more responsibility. If they see that you'll jump up at any moment to go get whatever they ask, then when they actually need something a little more important, they know you're a reliable source and they'll go to you. So you kind of build that trust with them, I think, through some of the smaller things that you'll do as an intern. But I would say just remember that everyone was an intern once.
The great thing about an internship is you're not expected to know everything. You're not expected to know very much at all. You're expected to go into an internship ready to learn, excited to learn, ready to ask questions, and ready to get a lot of feedback. And so I think that's the great opportunity that you have in an internship is preparing you not to have to do those kind of things when you start your full-time job again. Kind of getting all that really rough learning out of the way before you start a full-time job.